Just a quick video here on how a small job can turn into a very tedious one very quickly. So there was an intake manifold, this one in fact bolted up against the head of this ATV, and what happened is this ATV was backfiring really badly, and it had obviously, it was spitting back into the intake and carburetor, and that force had skewed the intake manifold here and bent one of the studs holding it in. This stud, I have stuff welded onto it though. But instead of taking it out, replacing it, figuring out what was going on, whoever the previous owner of this was had just tried to bolt the intake manifold harder onto the head, completely stripped out the head of the bolt. I slotted it to try to get it off with a screwdriver, but it didn't work. Ended up cutting it off to get the intake manifold off, and was left with a stud that was super stuck in there. I couldn't, I didn't want to use too much heat because, you know, it's an aluminum cylinder head. So I tried penetrating oil, I tried, you know, big vice grips on it, and didn't work. So I welded a nut on there and, you know, had that washer on the back to protect the aluminum, you know, because I didn't want to get any welding stuff on here or anything on the fins of the cylinder head itself. And I finally was able to break it free with a wrench. So yeah, anyways, that is how something that seems very innocuous can turn into a really big project really quickly.